right, so our next guest is this incredible gentleman to my right who's been making some incidental music for us. If you don't know him, his name is Evan Jarvix. He is the spearhead of an organization called Make Oklahoma Weirder. Big love for making Oklahoma weirder, supporting interesting artists, musicians, and creatives of all kinds. He's a multi-instrumentalist, wildly creative, unbelievably talented, and we are very lucky to have with us Jarvix.
Nimble on the ocean floor, meaty as an apple core. Some might call you ugly, but I think you're cute as a button. A button. Spawned afloat from floating eggs, nimble on some makeshift legs. Some might call you freaky, well, I think you're a job well done. Well done. I see you, young armored sea robin. Yeah, gotta keep the meanies out. I know that, your sore heart is throbbing, and that's what the armor's all about. And I know you're the type to go scuttle. No, ain't no stopping you, and I won't take it wrong. So go scuttle, you armored sea robin, you. If nature gives you vertigo, what's the harm in lying low? Let your fin rays scavenge about. The food you'll find is enough. It's enough. You can handle any dish, built like a fish tank, not a fish tank like the ones in aquariums, but just a tank like fish. 'Cause you are tough. You're so tough. I see you, young armored sea robin. Yeah, gotta keep the meanies out. I know that, your sore heart is throbbing, and that's what the armor's all about. And I know you're the type to go scuttle. No, ain't no stopping you, and I won't won't take it wrong. So go scuttle, you armored sea robin, you. And I know you're the type to go scuttle. No, ain't no stopping you. And I won't take it wrong. So go scuttle, you armored sea robin, you. All right, so these two songs are about fish. Probably should have mentioned that before the first song. Wasn't talking about any of you out there. That one was about a fish called the armored sea robin, and then this one's about a fish called the lionfish, which is a very, very pretty fish, very weird fish, but also an invasive fish that doesn't belong in the Americas, and us humans just like brought it over anyway, and now it's just like decimating all these coral reefs. So they're an invasive species with no natural predators except for us. So we gotta find them and we gotta like get rid of them, and apparently they're really tasty. So this is called Save a Reef, Eat a Lionfish.
Nice.
No need to be a barbarian, just become pescatarian. If conservation is what you wish, save a reef, eat a lionfish. They're coming for your coastal town to multiply like watershed down. They pillage and they plunder reef. They're causing lots and no good grief. It's underwater, under fire, venom from barbs like wire. It's Star Trek, but a sea scene like TOSS-2E15. Tame the lionfish. Tame the lionfish. It's our fault, we let them loose, and now it's endless. Duck, duck, goose. With predators in short supply, they'll say hello, but never goodbye. We gotta take the waters back, and lionfish are healthy snacks. So take them down and cook them up. It's time to eat the eaters, yo. No need to be a barbarian, just become pescatarian. If conservation is what you wish, save a reef, eat a lionfish. No need to be a barbarian, just become pescatarian. If conservation is what you wish, save a reef, eat a lionfish. Tame the lionfish. Tame the lionfish.
Our next guest interview is with the man who sang you lovely Fish songs, and his name is Evan Jarvix. Come on over. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Yeah, me too.
Good.
Yeah, part of the weird pilot that we have here.
Absolutely.
I love that I'm a part of it.
Good. You like weird.
I do.
You have Make Oklahoma Weirder.
That's true.
How'd that get started?
Yeah, sure. So Make Oklahoma Weirder is a thing I've been doing we're going to turn 5 next year.
Okay.
Basically, as you see, I play music. So I'm a total outsider. Like a.k.a, I grew up in Moore, and I didn't know about all the cool art stuff around here. So I'm a late bloomer. In my 20s, I really started realizing, wow, there's a lot of cool stuff happening in Oklahoma, and I didn't know about it for so long. And not only that, but I was finding new stuff that people weren't talking about.
Yeah.
And so I started writing for a blog for local publisher called Literati Press. So that kind of helped me get my writing chops up. And I was just doing reviews for these obscure artists and got picked up by Cellar Door Music Group and Red Dirt Report. And then I decided I'm just going to do my own blog. And then that blog turned into a whole bunch of other things. We sell cassette tapes from local artists.
Cassette tapes, ladies and gentlemen. Cassette tapes.
They're back.
I love it.
We've done a couple of events. We did a Halloween event in the middle of May, and it was very hot. We had a guy dressed as, forget the name, but he was like in a full Santa outfit.
Nice.
And it was so hot.
Something like Krampus? Was he a scary Santa?
Kind of, yeah. It's something from the Hogfather, but I forget what the Terry Pratchett. But I don't remember what the character's called, but he won a prize. Anyway, we just, we try to stay up on all the new developments in Oklahoma music, and especially Oklahoma City, since that's where we're from, and just try and help fill the void. At the time of recording, we just put out a new interview with an artist called Ace Styles, who was on American Idol last year, and is doing stuff independently now, which is really cool, and I feel like nobody's talking about this guy. So, stuff like that. We just... we want to try and support and guide and just be a part of this scene that's given me so much to do.
It's awesome.
That's Make Oklahoma Weirder.
I love it. Yes. So when weirder, when did you choose that word? I'm very curious about that because I myself have often referred to myself as one of the wonderful weirdos.
Yeah.
It's the way I've referred to people who help work in the arts world.
I love your take on it too, because weirder really is one of those things that you... Like, people use it as a derogatory thing. And it's like, it's not. Weirder is just that which deviates from the norm. So, diversity, originality. All that stuff is... Change. Yeah.
Innovation, creativity, all of that.
Right.
That's weird.
I've been thinking about doing like a sticker or something that's like, be a weirdo, not a creep. Because we want to make sure that there's like... there's a differentiation, because since we've been showing our beacon, there's some folks who are like, well, I'm really weird, and I'm like, being weird isn't like marching in a small town and yelling sexist profanities. It's weird, but it's not for us. It's not our kind of weird. So like,
that's right.
Be a weirdo, but not a creep. But establishing that positive weird. The phrase actually came from before I did the blog. I came out with some t-shirts. I was trying to come up with something for Jarvix merchandise, and the phrase just came to me. It's kind of a spin on Keep Austin Weird, but as opposed to that, it's perpetual. It's not about the status quo. It's about continually evolving and growing, and it's also just kind of like its own thing. And I made some t-shirts, and I was like, people probably won't care. And then people did, and people bought them not knowing who I was. And I was like, okay, so this is bigger than me. What can I do with this? And at that time, Cellar Door had closed down, a Red Dirt Report had closed down, and I was like, well, who am I going to write for? Make Oklahoma Weirder was my new platform. I got the website and trademarked everything, and like I said, we'll be turning 5 next year, and hope to be here for many more years to come.
It's amazing. So where can people, you have to tell everybody, because Make Oklahoma Weirder, where are you going to find you
Sure.
and your things?
Well, it's run by me and my partner Electra, so we try to keep everything super up to date. But I would say the website is probably your home base, makeoklahomaweirder.com, and then on all of our social media, that's Weirder OK. So that's at WEIRDEROK. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter for now. And
For now. Now we know where to find you on
Yes.
all of the places that you are. And I love Make Oklahoma Weirder and everything you're doing with that. I love, it strikes me often that Oklahoma, especially places in rural Oklahoma, sometimes people just think, a lot of the people I know, people I'm related to, people I've been around, that things just, they just go on. And this is the way you raise your kids, and this is the way you do your things, and this is the way you listen to your music. And I think everything about now is ripe for some change. And Oklahoma, I was having a conversation just a couple of days ago, is such a unique place. And I don't think most people really acknowledge just how weird Oklahoma really is. Oklahoma is the end of the Trail of Tears. It is a place that incorporated more black towns than any other state in the United States.
Wow. Okay.
That land run that we brag about so much was really the wretched refuse that nobody else wanted, running for the scraps that were left over here in this place. This is the land of the unwanteds. This is people scratching out a new beginning. It is the Australia of America. There's enough creative energy here to blow a hole in the universe if we just tap into it. So I appreciate you and everything you're doing with Make Oklahoma Weirder.
yeah, I love your take on that.
Right on. Right on. So last question, which is
Sure.
really maybe somewhere where we should have started. That amazing music. Watching somebody loop and play for me is some kind of, it's a ballet. It's an acrobat act. Being able to do all of that. How did you get started doing that? Is that where you started with music?
Yeah. Well, not to go too far into it. Tried to learn piano and stuff, and I don't know. I had an itch that it wasn't scratching it fast enough, and
Gotcha.
I stumbled on the ukulele just because an old store that's not around anymore, a.k.a. Music and Sound, they had a sale, and it was like cosmetically impure ukuleles for sale, and I was like, well, I'll grab one of them, and I love the ukulele. It's so easy to just pick up and put down, and you can get right to writing songs. You don't have to like really, really hone all your skills to write a song on it. And I started writing songs, and the looping pedal thing was just seeing other people do it. It blew my mind. And I had enough of an internal metronome that I could make it work.
Yeah, you do.
Shout out to my buddy Isaiah Harrell, who let me try his out first. And then I was like, oh, this is perfect. I want to do nothing but this. And then I just started adding a whole bunch of instruments to it, a couple which you'll see here pretty soon. But I want to credit in particular, I did a slow down, speed up thing over there. That is something that I totally stole and ripped off from an artist by the name of Kishibashi. Big fan of Kishibashi. He does the looping pedal stuff on violin, and he does like Asian pop music. It's so beautiful.
Amazing.
And so
All right.
fun. And I got to see him with a couple of other artists. Oklahoma Cloud Factory played that show.
Nice.
That's a great band. I wish they were still around. But if you get me talking about local bands, we'll be here for 2 hours.
Well, we're going to have you on some other time, and we'll talk all about local music, all right?
Seriously,
All right.
I would love to.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Give it up for Jarvix. Why don't we just have Jarvix play us out with a few more songs? Yeah, how about it? Let's give a round of applause and welcome back, Jarvix. Woo, woo! Yes.
Okay, so I've actually got just the one more. It's going to take me a minute, and that's why it's going to I need a little bit of help on this one. I need a number between 100 and 200.
199, baby.
199. I need a number between 5 and 10.
70.
I heard 7. 199, 7. I need a letter between A and G. F, I think. So 199, F, 7. Oh, who's got a dog? Your dog's name? Sasha. Okay.
That's a good dog.
Sasha. I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. Sasha, I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. Love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. I love you, Sasha. So the 199, that's our tempo, that's beats per minute, and then the 7 is our time signature. We're in 7 right now. The F is the key, and then Sasha, naturally, was the star of this show. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with that.